Hello, everyone. I want to share with you guys three mistakes I made penetrating my twins. Okay, and I want to share with you guys those mistakes because of the fact that currently I am in the process of potty training my youngest, and it just had me reminisce on just some of the things some mistakes I've made when I potty trained my twins, and just how number one, I learned from my mistakes, and number two, I was successful in potty training my twins. And so I want to share those tips with you for those that are looking just for some tips on potty training your little one. So number one, the first mistake that I've done was compare. Now, compare my twins with other people and compare them to, because number one, I was a new mom. I didn't know a lot. I was just like, okay, well, it seems like you're ready to potty train, and let's get to it, you know? And so I basically kind of talked to my doctor about potty training. And the one thing that I do remember that my doctor said about them was to show them how to use the potty. And so that's what I did with my daughter. I showed her how to potty, and she picked it up right away. So it was so easy for my oldest daughter than it was for my son as twins. And I felt like, well, of course, all of this was during a time when my husband was gone. He was on deployment. And so most of the time it was just me and the twins. And so during that time when I was potty training my daughter, she picked it up very quick. As soon as I showed her, it was like the next day, I mean, in the middle of the night, she got up and just went to the potty and started pottying herself. And so I felt like such a proud parent, right? And so with my son, which goes along with not comparing, with my son, I thought that he was going to be just as fast. So I'm like, okay, this is how you go. You know, basically same concept. You just have to, you just sit down and do it. You know, you sit down, pee, poop, whatever you need to do. But my daughter was maybe turning 2 when she was getting potty trained, and my son was 2 when he started getting serious with potty training, and 3 was when he completely was potty trained. And so by the time when my daughter was 2, she was good. For my son, not so much. He was 3 when he started potty training. And so when I potty trained with him, it was like a nightmare for both of us because you know, I didn't know what I was doing and he didn't know what he was doing, and we would just like, what's going on, you know, kind of thing. So another thing that I want to share too is that rushing. Again, like I shared with you guys, my daughter picked it up very quick. My son, on the other hand, was very slow, okay? He was just taking his time. I guess at the time he just wasn't ready. And so, but I was rushing him, you know? And so I was thinking, well, your sister did it. Well, you can do it too, you know? And so with that process, you don't want to rush. But I'll get to that in a little bit. And my third mistake was listening to bad advice. And so I literally had someone tell me that I needed to discipline my son if he didn't go, because he knew like what, just the whole concept of going to the bathroom, but it was just like, I guess it was just taking him time. He just wasn't comfortable. I'm just trying to remember back then. My twins are 11 turning 12, so this was when they were like 2 1 2 years old. So he wasn't completely potty trained until 3. So yeah, I had someone tell me that, you know, yeah, you know, you should just discipline him when he doesn't go to the potty, you know. That's what she did, and her child was completely potty trained after she disciplined him. And I took that advice. I thought that my son was just being disobedient, and whenever he didn't go, that's what I would do. And so it was like a very rough time between myself and my son. And so those are the three mistakes that I've made as a parent, potty training and different things like that. So the tips that I do want to share with you is 5 tips on really being successful. And like I said, you know, I am not an expert, but I'm in the process of potty training my youngest, and it just had me think on what is like the best route to take for her. And so one of the successful tips was one of the ones that I just mentioned, was to do not rush. And that's what I did. I rushed thinking that because my daughter was very quick at potty training, that my son was going to be very quick at potty training. And I was just trying to rush him into that process. And he wasn't ready. And at that time, I was just thinking he was being disobedient. But now looking back, he just wasn't ready. And so just don't rush the process, you know. When they will get it, they will get it, you know, and I know that now. Number 2, make potty training fun. You know, when I was potty training, it was really a daunting task. I felt I made it like a daunting task, where it can be fun. Like, it can literally be fun, you know. Make it fun. Like my daughter now, she can't wait to sit on the potty, you know, whereas before, you know, my son just wasn't happy about going to the potty, you know, because I was just making it such a big deal. Like, you have to know, you have to learn it at this age. And who says, you know, as long as they're getting the basic concept, I believe that, you know, they will get it. And so as of this season, I'm not rushing at all. I am not rushing my daughter. If she's ready, she's ready. And right now I'm just in a season where I'm just really enjoying her. So yes, don't rush, make potty training fun. And number 3, reward, reward, reward. And so that is one of the things that I'm really big on right now, is that I'm implementing with my youngest, is rewards. My youngest loves stickers. She loves to color. She loves crayons. I mean, she loves different toys. And so I could just go to the dollar store, pick up like a toy, and once she go potty, I can just give her a toy. Boom. You know, it's nothing like too crazy or anything like that. That's it, you know, unless, you know, there is like something medically that, or physically, you know, that they may need help with. Definitely go with your doctor, check with your doctor, different things like that. But this is just like, if you are starting the process, these are the tips that I would share with you guys. And number 4, be patient. Every child is different, even twins. Okay, definitely each child is different, and that's how I'm treating my youngest. I mean, she is like a whole nother different child, different personality, and so I have to you know, go with it at a different way with her. So then number 5, you know, don't punish accidents. And that was one of the number 1 mistakes that I did, was other than rushing, I feel for me it was rushing, and then that would be punishing accidents, because they make accidents, they're learning. And so when you learn, when you're trying to learn something, you are learning, so that means you're gonna make mistakes. At the time, when I was potty training my son, I really regret that. And it made it, and basically that whole process of me potty training made it so daunting for both of us. So do not do that, okay? And so I wrote a blog post with more information about the tips and the mistakes that I've made, and the success tips. Definitely check that out. It's a little bit more in detail, and I just want to just share with you guys just some of the tips and the tricks that really helped me, and so and really making it successful. And successful and daunting free. I don't even know if that's a word, but you don't want to make it seem so bad, but you want to make it fun. So that is it. So I haven't been staring at the camera at all. I've just been looking at myself and not at you guys. So thank you for watching, and guys, tune in next time. Go to my website, A Purpose Driven Wife, at adrivenwife.com, for more information and more deeper tips and stories on potty training, guys. Thank you so much. Bye.